you successful now. In order to sort of sustain this success, because एक तो आपको inherit दे दिया गया, कुछ आपको करना भी पड़ेगा. So he first says الذين هم في صلاتهم خاشعون. Very simple. कि ये वो लोग हैं जो अपनी नमाज में they are humbly submissive, right? We use and hear the word khashiyat a lot of times, right? And what we don't understand is this कि जिस तरह हमें बचपन में कारी साहब, वालिदैन, टीचर्स नमाज सिखाते हैं, उसका ज़ाहिर सिखाते हैं, सूरतें सिखाते हैं, इसी तरह नमाज की कैफियत भी सीखी जाती है. And you know how much we suck at that. If you want to understand that, just think of how we do tarawih every day. Okay? So if we are asking, all of us ask this, कि कितनी रकतें होंगी? Most of us get confused, even imams by the way. That just shows कि अरबी तक तो पहुंचना और तफक्कुर करना और तदब्बुर करना तो बहुत दूर की बात है. हमें तो रकत का भी काउंट नहीं रहता. That just shows the level of heedlessness that we have. Right? It just shows that how lost we are. And yet Allah continues to bless me and you. So Allah is saying, and it also, the order of things matters. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about the success of believers, He begins with namaz. He doesn't begin with anything else. He says He is सबसे important चीज़. Right? And khushu is like a constant feature. And in its meaning, a sense is this that when you're struck with fear, एक होता है कि आप नमाज में ऐसे हैं कि आपको किसी और चीज़ का होश नहीं है, and you're just conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's the first thing. So all I say is this कि नमाज की quality, इस पे focus होना चाहिए. तो नमाज के बारे में इस पे कुछ ना कुछ focus होना चाहिए कि हम नमाज की quality को improve करें. And वो quality improve होती है basically आपकी state outside of नमाज से, through the azkar that you do, and वो होती है आपके कुरान के ताल्लुक से. And the Quran का ताल्लुक is, we get this talk sometime back, I was saying this in classes as well, that you don't need to know a lot of Quran. Just pick one ayat of the Quran. Okay? Maybe while you're reciting Surah Fatiha, रात में तहज्जुद में, and you come to the ayah ihdinas siratal mustaqim, and you're saying to God, Allah Ta'ala मुझे हिदायत देने सीधे रास्ते पे. Say this ayah one more time. Say this a third time. Say this a fourth time. 10 दफा इसको कहो. नमाज हो जाएगी. don't worry about that part. इस आयत को कहते रहो. प्रॉफेट सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम अबू ज़र कहते हैं कि एक आयत में पूरी रात क़याम करते थे. पूरी रात the Prophet kept reciting one ayat in his salah. He was basically doing the Quran. So you don't have to be a hafiz of the Quran to do that. So just जब आप 8-10 दफा कहेंगे ना, तो I think 10वीं दफा के बाद पहली दफा it will hit you कि मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ. I'm asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala of something. Then you start realizing when I'm saying ihdinas siratal mustaqim कि मैं रास्ते से कितना हटा हूँ. How lost am I? Right? कितना दूर चला गया. And that's what the Sahaba would do actually. Right? So एक आयत को लें and just build a relationship with that. Everybody in this room knows Surah Fatiha. Everybody knows the meaning of Surah Fatiha. Everybody sort of is comfortable with it. Even knows the tashbih of it. So that's how you can bring it. So start with small bits. तो पहली बुनियादी चीज मुमिनीन के सक्सेस के लिए क्या है? नमाज को दुरुस्त करना, नमाज में खुशबू लाना. By the way, just on this, if there is a series that you want to listen to, one that I tremendously enjoyed, is Enjoy Your Salah by Sheikh Ali Hamouda. Okay? Enjoy Your Salah by Sheikh Ali Hamouda. I think he's a Palestinian British scholar. Okay? बहुत ज़बरदस्त series है. Okay? So it's about 20 episodes, 20 minutes के. You can listen to that. The second, then Allah Ta'ala says, وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنِ اللَّغْوِ مُعْرِضُونَ. और वो लोग क्या करते हैं नमाज के बाद? वल्लज़ीन हुम अनिल लग़्व, की जो लग़्व है, लग़्व के उर्दू शेख बैठे हैं, मैं कैसे कुरान का तर्जुमा मुझे ज़बरदस्ती से बिठा दिया. लग़्व इन उर्दू एक्चुअली फॉर मी इज़ बकवास. इससे बेहतर तर्जुमा मैं नहीं कर सकता ताकि सबको समझ आ जाए. फजूल डजंट डू जस्टिस. आपको ना क्लास में फजूल तो होना चाहिए. लग़्व इज़ बकवास, थर्ड क्लास रबिश स्टफ. अल्लाह ताला क्या कह रहे हैं कि वो लग़्व चीज़ों से मुअरिज़ून एराज़ करते हैं. कुरान में एक और जगह आता है वमन अअरज़ अन ज़िक्र, they turned away from ill speech, bad speech, ठीक है, from rubbish, from nonsense. Now just stop and think हमारी जिंदगी में कितना nonsense है. What amount of nonsense content to be consumed? You know, there was a principle we had at school, garbage in, garbage out. याद है? पता नहीं कहाँ पढ़ा था, लेकिन कंप्यूटर के कोर्स में था. So that's, you know, you take garbage inside of yourself, you keep watching Lucky Bhai all day long, and all these other crazy people. You really think उसके बाद आप शाम को जो है ना कुरान की मारिफत बता रहे होंगे लोग, या आपको अच्छी बात कर सकेंगे. Our language is turned away, right? हमारी सोच फारिग है, हमारी विजन फारिग है, हमारे लोगों से बात करने का तरीका फारिग है, because we're full of this बकवास. Social media fills you with बकवास, your TV channels are बकवास. मैं फारसी तो मैं जाता ही नहीं कि फारसी, it's just the content of it. What Pakistanis like to consume, it's a shame that in your country people like this are the most watched people. Rather than blaming them, I would say it just shows that हमारे लोग और मुसलमानों की क्या हालत हो चुकी है. It just shows. When you have kids dying in Gaza, our mothers are being widowed, and we're busy watching these things. And ये सब love है, right? All of this is love. And what is Allah Ta'ala saying? وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنِ اللَّغْوِ مُعْرِضُونَ. यानी इसका मतलब है that ये नहीं हो सकता कि मुआशरे में से लव खत्म हो जाए. Me and you have to turn away from it. You have to walk away from it. आपको उठना पड़ेगा. You have to leave those circles, right? You have to delete those apps. You have to move away from these things because, and you know it goes two ways, by the way. Remember the first previous ayat. अगर आप love consume करेंगे, ask yourself, do you think नमाज में खुशू हो सकता है? हो ही नहीं सकता. And जिसकी नमाज में खुशू है, ठीक है, वो love से बचेगा. Because he start realizing this. Anytime you solidify yourself spiritually, you start realizing immediately कि नमाज का असर बाकी जिंदगी पे होता है. और इसी तरह बाकी जिंदगी ठीक हो तो उसका असर नमाज पर होता है. तो ये दो चीजें हैं जो अल्लाह ताला ने पहले बता दी, ठीक है, कि एक, so you know the first is ibadat. It has to do with what you call as devotions. The second is again adab and akhlaq, muasharat, how you were. Because if you were away from foul things, it means you're a good person. Okay? A man of chivalry in one sense. And the third, وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِلزَّكَاةِ فَاعِلُونَ. The word zakat, we think this